It's a full kit of heavy duty ramps, and today I'm going to show you guys what's the most efficient way when using those ramps on a step deck. My name is Ruben, I'm with Route 1 Trailers over in East Dundee, Illinois, and let's get to work. Before I'm going to set my ramps down, I want to bring my vehicle or my equipment right behind my trailer so I can line up my ramps with the wheels or the tracks of the equipment that I'm going to load up on the trailer. So let's go ahead and get it done. You want to leave yourself room from the vehicle or the equipment so you can put the 16-foot ramps down. So I left some room, and now I want to guide myself based on the wheels or the track, how wide I want to set up the ramps. Before loading, you got to prep your trailer. And so in this case, this is a rear axle slide trailer, and this axle can stay forward next to the other one. Well, when we load stuff with ramps, we want to slide the axle back like you see it, because you're going to put possibly a lot of weight on the back of the trailer, and you want to have the axle underneath, so it is going to support the weight. The second prepping you could do with the airbags. And so you see we have air in the bags right there. We want to lower the trailer as much as possible, so we have two ways to do it. Whether you have a manual dump valve like we have in this situation, I'm going to dump the air and the trailer is going to go lower, or if you don't have that, you can pull the red air brake in your truck and the trailer is going to lower its airbags. Let's go ahead and do the manual switch. I have my ride height over here, which is standard ride height, and I have dump bags. And so I'll do this. Now my trailer is going to go all the way down. Let's prep the ramps. First, you want to start with the one ramp. You want to get yourself your safety equipment, like my gloves here, possibly a high visibility vest. And so let's pull up the pins on the ramps. I will set those right here so I don't lose them. As an additional tip, when we install the ramps, we make sure that you can slide the winches right on top of it. Same thing with the toolbox. We make sure that you are able to use the winches and you still have a box, and the box and the ramps are lifted as much as possible, so you're not going to damage it underneath if you have big bumps. That's an extra tip. We prep this down. We take the very first ramp. We'll set it up just like that. Temporary. Now I want to prep my skid seats, and so I'll take my pins off. Put my safety pins here. I don't lose them. I want to pull this pin out, set it here, pull this pin out, set this here, and I'm going to guide based on my vehicle that I want to load. So I think this is a good place to put my ramp. Now let's go ahead and carry more heavy stuff. Second, I don't want to take the ramp. I want to take the center stand. And so my center stands are mounted upside down on this trailer in order to get as much clearance as possible. Put my safety pins here. Easy way to carry is like this. I will prep my stand. Now I want to adjust this stand because this is adjustable. And so I'll pull my safety pin here from both sides. Get this out. Same thing on this side. Get this out. Get the pin out. And I have both pins out. Now, because it's adjustable, I can lift it up. And I will match a second hole. Once I have the level set up, I'll get my pins out from here. First, second pin. I'm gonna put these right here so I don't lose them. I'll prep, get those things out. I'll prep my ramp, lift it up, match it. And so I have this one matched. Now let's get the second ramp. Match it up, make sure it's straight, it lines up. Now we're gonna block the pins. Here's the first, here's the second, and here's the third. I wanna make sure that everything gets locked and I have a nice slope going up. I don't want to have a slope that's gonna mismatch where it's like this or when it's like this. I want to have a nice angle where I can load my equipment up. Now we're gonna do the second part. Once I have everything set up, I want to bring my vehicle next to the ramps, make sure that I am aligned with the ramps. Those are 20 inches wide, and the full set, it's called Common 20. And the 20 means 20-inch wide. Once you got to this point, you want to check again, make sure that you are lined up. And I'm not going to drive off the ramps. I want to be as center as possible. So it looks like I'm pretty centered. What I'll do, I'll just get my hat off. I want to have my window open. I don't want no music. I want to hear everything that's around, and I want to guide myself based off of whether forward or I want to guide myself based off of the side. So putting this in gear. Now I'm checking on my front wheel, make sure I'm not going to go off. Slowly accelerate. I don't want to accelerate fast. I want to keep slow and steady. Now I want to go slow. I don't want to bottom it out over here. I want to go as slow as possible. Checking, go straight. Go straight, and I am on. I'm moving this forward, and I will stop it right here for now. Make sure I put it in park, engage the parking brake. And now check where I'm gonna step. I don't wanna fall. Next, I'm gonna demonstrate you how to go on the upper deck. I will unlock my pin from here. I'll position it right here for now. I'll take my ramp and carry this forward. Okay, want to prep it here. Do the second one on the other side. Now let's put this up. Want to remove those pins. First one, set it here. Second one, pull my pin out. My second pin out. Now I want to set my ramp. Same thing, level. It's looking good. Want to put the block. Set this here. Block it. Now I have it ready. Now I want to load my vehicle up. Okay, engage it, put it in the gear, release the brake. Same thing, I want to watch my ramp and my wheel, make sure that I'm driving where I'm supposed to. Now I'm going slow, check in, make sure I'm not going to bottom out. Now go very, very slow until I'll get my rear wheel That's it. Perfect. Now put it in park, engage the parking brake. Want to check it. Make sure my front wheel is on, my rear wheel's on. Now I have it set up properly, and I'm going to secure it. I'm going to pull it back as much as possible. I'm going to pull it forward, so I'll secure it like this, so it's not going to move any more forward. Now let's unload it slowly and do the same process but in reverse. So I want to make sure that I'm holding myself on something. Get in my vehicle, engage it in gear, release the brake. Now slowly, slowly, I want to keep the gas pedal, slowly press it very slow. I want to watch in the back, watch my front wheel. Go nice and slow. I'm going to bring it almost all the way in the back. Make sure that I am aligned. I'll stop it right here. Put it in park. Engage the parking brake. And now I'm going to go work in bringing the two ramps here at the bottom. Before that, I can check if I'm straight. It's pretty good. I think I got to move that side about an inch or two, but I'll keep that in mind when I'm going to unload it. Need to get the pin out. Place it here. And lift this ramp. Grab it and carry it. Set this down. Lock it back. As you can see, I'm not putting the cotter pins in because I don't think that's going to go anywhere. It's safe to put it on, but I consider it not being necessary. Now I'm going to go take the second ramp. Pull this out. Pretty good. Put the pin back. There we go. Everything good. Slope is good. Almost line up. Let's unload the vehicle. Put it in drive to make sure that I'm going a little bit more to my left. Now I'll do the same thing, slow. Watch my wheel on the ramp. Make sure it's straight. Now watch my front wheel. Looks like nice and straight. Go slow. Make sure I'm not going to touch with my rear of the truck on the ground. Go slow. Make sure I'm not going to touch with my front bumper on the ramps. And I am out. Let's park this truck on the side. Now let's wrap everything back and take those safety pins out. Get my first ramp carried to my brackets. Set in place. Let's get the center stand now. Bring this back. Put this in here. Now I want to lock it with the cotter pins. First, second. I want to adjust it back down. Now I want to show you how much this is. You can go up if you want to go up. You can go up like this much, but you usually don't need to. I'll place it back at the bottom. Put my cotter pins. everything steady. Lift it up. Let's place it back. Good. Get my little locks. Safety pin. That's it with this. We'll take this long pin out. And now, as a bonus, I'll show you how to use the ramps as a load leveler. So I'll grab my ramp. I will be placing this ramp somewhere in the middle of the trailer. I'm gonna let it sit like this. It's not gonna fall. I'll be using this ramp as a load leveler, so I want to place this somewhere in between the axles. Now let's get the gear out of my toolboxes. This is a Camlock toolbox. And here I'm going to take the load levelers. This, you can see, this is an L, which means it's a left. So I have 2 lefts and 2 rights. This is a right. It's a left for the other side. And this is a right. I'll take these are called lumber clips. I have 6 of those. This is how the Common 20 kit comes from us. Make sure I'm closing the toolbox doors so nobody's gonna hit it. Now, with the load levelers, I got 1 left and 1 right. I want to come and prep it. Once I get to my stake pocket, I have those safety pins. Pull the safety pin out, pull this out, set it on the side. I have to get this thing switched over on this side. Place it back, lock it, put my little pin here. And the way that this is going to be, it is going to sit like this in my stake pocket. So the best way to set this up is to get my ramp on the side. I want to prep my first ramp. I want to set my ramp right here, near the stake pocket. And now I can insert it from the top. And I want to make sure I'm going to put it good. Now I'll do this side. Go from the top, slide it, and now it is set on the pocket. I want to make sure this is nice and straight. Once everything is nice and straight, I'll do the other side. You want to make sure that your stake pockets, load leveler stake pockets, they're the same height like the ramp. The ramps are 20-inch wide. Now we need to have 20-inch load leveler stake pockets. So you're going to be needing 2 chains and 2 binders for each ramp. And so I got myself ready a chain for this side. And let's open it up and work with it. This is a 3/8 chain. The way that you want to do it is you want to secure the chain onto the rail. So we'll go two spools at a time, just like that. Now I want to insert with the link right here. So I want to have a link, but I want to make it tight. So I want to choose the next link. So I want to make sure it's tight enough. Prep it on this side. Get my binder. I gotta undo my binder so I have enough slack when I'm gonna make it tight. There we go, so easy. Okay. Now, some trailers might have more stake pockets and you can hook up your binder directly from the stake pocket, because this has got few stake pockets, then I'll have to use the chain. And so, using the chain on this side, I'll go a little wider. I'm going to hook it up as short as possible. So now I want to put my binder in between. Get my binder right here. Connect it with the chain here, as tight as possible. Use this link, so, just like that. I'm going to start cranking it down. So I want to make sure this is nice and tight in this side and this side. This is tight. This is tight. Go a little more. And now this is pretty good and sturdy. So we'll be doing the same thing with the other side. Make it tight. Now it is super tight. So this is, you can see it's not moving. And the very last part that you got to do is take your lumber clips. Since I have 6 of them, I'll be using 3 for this ramp and 3 for the other ramp. So I'll be placing it here. And the way that this works is like this. You want to take the lumber clips, set them on the ramp like this. Set one in the middle and one on this side. I kind of divided them even. And then I'm going to take my lumber. And the wider lumber that I take, the better. If I have a very narrow lumber, it's going to push right in the center of the ramp, but I want a wide lumber if possible. This is a 4x4. If you can get a 6x4, ideal, but if not, this is the way that this is going to sit. And those lumber clips is going to prevent the lumber to fall, and it's going to sit right here. This is the way that the load leveler is going to be sitting. And so the rating for this, when the ramp it sits like this, is 20,000 pounds per ramp. Now, when this is put as a standard ram kit, the rating is 23,000 per each axle. So you can load up all the way up to 47,000 pounds equipment on it. If you have more tips or tricks, please comment down below on how to use those ramps. And if you want to learn more, please give it a like and subscribe. Thank you.